Is the current real estate market dysfunctional? Let's talk about it. Unless you have been living under a rock, then you know that home prices are up, inflation is up, everything is just up. The cost of living is high, it's expensive. Many people are struggling to afford the basic necessities. Many people are working a full-time job and still not able to afford their mortgage or even afford their rent. But let's talk about the housing market specifically. Right now, interest rates are up. Home prices are up. So you have interest rates up and you have home prices up. So of course that knocks out many buyers who had hopes of purchasing a home. They cannot afford to purchase a home right now. If we just use, say, 2020 for instance, when interest rates were at 2 and 3%, then homeowners right now to afford the same, let's say, $300,000 house, they are paying more than double each month for their mortgage payment. More than double. And even with paying more than double, they're probably still getting less. So instead of getting a $300,000 house, they're probably getting a $270,000, $280,000 house. So you have less buyers. However, inventory is still low. These new construction builders cannot build homes fast enough to catch up with the demand. Even though there are less buyers, there still are not enough homes to supply the need for the buyers that are out there. And you have less sellers willing to sell their home because they don't want to move from their home where they had a really great interest rate and now have to try to afford something else for double the payment. The same price house for double the payment. Even if they do want to take out their equity and do something with it, that's a hard pill to swallow. The housing market is definitely dysfunctional right now, in my opinion. Many people have been talking about interest rates possibly going down at the beginning of the year because it's an election year. Before I was like, okay, that makes sense. Now, I'm not sure if that really makes sense, because if interest rates do go down, you'll have more buyers saying, oh, let me hurry up and get into a house while I can. Inventory is still low, and then you're going to have buyers competing for the few homes that are available on the market, thus paying more than what the home is worth again, thus increasing the overall prices of homes, and thus widening the gap between the lower class and the upper class. What middle class? At this point, what middle class? So what are you guys' thoughts on this? This is just me, I was just thinking, so I thought I'd do a quick little video. But yeah, the housing market is definitely given very much dysfunctional right now.